What's up, guys? This is Sin, and I am back here with the P4G Season 1, Game number 3 against, well, what was supposed to be Sleepy Jirachi and the New Jersey Jirachis versus me and the Waterloo Sawsbucks. I am 1-1, and I'm going to let the battle play in the background while I I wouldn't say voice my displeasure about what's happened in the league so far, but it's like, just people need to do better with the league. And I'm not taking shots at Kyle for what he's done with the league. He's doing his best. People who are in the league who need to be committed to the league. And I know life happens, but we have to understand that this is my second game in a row where I haven't been able to provide any sort of good content. Or this is actually the third straight, because first week I had to battle, and I wanted it to be live, but never happened because I kept on disconnecting. Second week, HDV, no show, dropped from the league. Life gets to him. Yeah, we get that. Third week, Sleepy's like, oh, well, I mean, I'm going to be in Canada and all that stuff, and I won't be able to battle you till next week. I'm like, all right, fine. And then I never got anything back from him. So this is his buddy, Slimy Quagsire, battling for him and his assistant coach. So my sticky situation has been really well noted here in the Pokemon for Glory, and my patience is starting to wear a little thin, as many of you would expect. But I'm not like, it sounds like I'm bitching and complaining, but if you were in my situation, you wouldn't be too happy either. So just take it as it is. I'm hoping it doesn't happen again with me, because I really want to stay in this league and, you know, all that stuff. But it's kind of hard to when you got to deal with all the stuff that I've been through in this league so far. And I know Kyle can vouch for me. And I'm not taking shots at the league. It's not fair to anybody. You know, this is a great league. Just gotta have the people who commit. You know, if you want to join something as nice as this, if you want to join a battle league, man, you have to be committed to doing at least one battle a week and uploading it to your channel once a week. That's not a big deal to me, because I upload daily content. So I don't see, honestly, the big deal in all of it. So on with the battle here. We did lose Coffee Rodriguez to Pursuit, which actually doubles the attack power of it if I tried to withdraw, and I tried to do that, which probably was a bad idea. But now that I think about it, because I could have probably killed the Tyranitar with something, or at least got a burn on him, which I didn't get. But I was thinking maybe I would outspeed, but this is a speed boost Scolipede versus a Dragon Danced Gyarados. So I switched out to Crimson, my Arcanine, which was a smart play. Even though I do take a little bit of rocks damage and a little bit of, you know, the Mega Horn, which isn't very effective anyway. I thought I could be able to outspeed this thing. I was looking at the calculations and all that stuff, and I was thinking, maybe if I could live or something like that, but no. I ended up taking a T-Bolt right to the face, and that was the end of me. So I'm already down 2-1, or 2-1 in this battle. So I got to go switch out to Ferrothorn here, my Barbie, and that didn't work out either, because he has Focus Blast, and that almost took him out. So I got to think about what I got to do again here, and that didn't end up well either. Focus Blast doesn't do much to me, which is actually a smart switch, and then I could do a U-turn right into another playthrough that could end up being good for me, and then we could probably get this thing turned on its heels. But Ampharos pretty much destroyed pretty much all of my team because of Focus Blast now, because Ferrothorn can't take it, Gyarados can't take anything that, you know, Ampharos throws at it. Crobat couldn't either. I almost take out did pretty good damage on the Cresselia, but I was thinking I outsped again, or I didn't outspeed, but I switched out, T-waved me, and it didn't work out there either. So just trying to make good plays, but it's just kind of hard to when, you know, Ampharos was supposed to be the one that was supposed to be taken care of by Arcanine or Cofagrigus, or even, well, I do have RKO still, my Karen Black, but again, we haven't had that situation where they're out there yet facing each other, which if I would have got that matchup, that would have been great, but it didn't happen that way. I'm paralyzed, so I have to switch out again. I take a T-Bolt just fine. It's not very effective. I was able to live it. We take out the Porygon 2 with Ferrothorn, and that was the end of that. So now it's tied, but it's not looking good for me. It really isn't. But we are able to try and see if we can get anything out of it. Ferrothorn is taken down. Probably could have switched to Crobat because he did EQ, but that probably wouldn't have been very smart either. Knowing the fact, I probably would have outsped, actually. That probably would have changed the game a little, but not a whole lot. I probably should have switched, but I would have taken rocks damage. He would have earthquaked. I would have been dead, probably due to what would have it been, a Stone Edge or whatever. So not as probably the best just to let it die anyway. I know it sounds kind of stupid of me to say at this point, but what other options do I really have? I'm gonna go for the U-turn here. It does a lot of damage actually, and we're able to switch into Gyarados. Stone Edge does a lot, and yeah, he has to EQ. I was thinking about switching into the Crobat again, but it didn't work out that way. But the Crobat does get the kill right there on the Tyranitar, but nothing else can take out this Pokemon because I'm pretty much screwed right here. He hasn't even brought out Cobalion, but Cobalion pretty much finished me off right here. And that ended up being the battle. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys enjoyed, drop a like. I know this isn't like the most ideal thing. I know it hasn't been the most ideal situations for me in this league, but we're gonna try and fix it. And hopefully for next time, I will be able to provide better content for you guys. But until then, my name is Sin, and as always, I am out. Peace.